My dear child, a sickness is on the horizon for you. Indeed, I have vital information to share, and if you embrace it wholeheartedly, you can avert this misfortune. I assure you, I do not communicate without intention. Every utterance I express bears significant meaning and is infused with the love I have harbored for you since before creation itself. I can perceive what lies ahead, even if it's not yet apparent to you. I understand your blood's journey, the rhythm of your heart, and the subtle signals from your body that hint at an impending frailty. I am aware of the immense weights you carry, the sleepless nights, the racing thoughts, and the persistent strain on your spirit. I have watched you strive onward, relying solely on your might, as the faint shadows of potential illness gather at your health's fringes. You are invaluable to me, and I refuse to remain passive while danger lurks. That is the reason for my words today. My intention is not to instill fear, but to awaken your senses. My love drives me to speak. I convey these thoughts because I have outlined your days in my book, intending for them to overflow with vitality rather than be truncated by preventable circumstances. Hear me, my child, with the ears of your spirit. Put aside your distractions for just a moment, for what I'm telling you holds greater worth than gold or silver and is more pressing than the myriad tasks ahead for your focus. You have overlooked the subtle signs your body has given you. The moments of fatigue that you considered ordinary, the minor aches you dismissed, the sudden feelings of exhaustion pushed you aside. These were all markers I placed within you to prompt you to pause and recognize that your body is a sacred temple, not just your own possession. It is mine, a vessel meant to radiate my light, and neglecting it will only dim that light. My child, a sickness blocks your path. It is not from me, but is born from a world marred by sin, infiltrated by toxins in its sustenance, air, thoughts, and behavior. The adversary desires to use these elements to weaken you, distract you, and silence your voice. However, I am providing you with a means of delivery, and if you listen intently and follow my guidance, you will navigate this phase unscathed. First, calm your heart. You are moving too hastily. You may believe your life hinges on your speed, but your true strength lies in me. Return to the sanctuary of stillness. In resting within me, I can heal you without your awareness. When you cease your striving, I can initiate my work deep within you, places unreachable by doctors, beyond the touch of medicine. The tension you bear resembles a relentless storm within, draining the vessel, navigating through it. Allow me to declare peace to be still within your turbulent sea. When tranquility fills your inner being, your body will begin to heal. Second, my child, be mindful of what you allow to enter your body. You have ingested substances that burden your blood and inflame your organs. You have consumed without seeking my approval, asking whether it nurtures the temple I entrusted to you. But heed my words: what you consume, your food, your drink, your air shapes your health profoundly. I have provided you with foods that thrive in the earth, infused with the life I instilled in them. Choose wisely. Abandon what has been corrupted and polluted by human greed and chemical additives. Nourish your body with pure water, not the sugary beverages of this era that may taste pleasant, but secretly cause harm. If you honor me through your dietary choices, you will discover your vitality returning, and the awaiting sickness will find no entry point. Third, my child, recognize that your emotions and thoughts are gateways to your health. Bitterness, anxiety, fear, and unexpressed grief undermine the defenses I established within you. They sap your energy and open vulnerabilities in your body. Yet I offer you a greater path. Offer forgiveness even amidst deep wounds. Release what you cannot control and trust me with your concerns. Speak life into your reality. Declare my promises aloud, for they are not hollow feelings. They are living truths that can bear fruit within you. The joy of the Lord is your fortress, both spiritually and physically. A cheerful spirit acts like medicine, while a heavy heart weakens the bones. Choose joy every day, not because everything is perfect, but because I am by your side. Fourth, my child, it is important to engage your body in movement. I designed it for activity, for walking, for engaging with the world in rhythm with creation. Excessive stillness will diminish what I intended to remain robust. Rise each morning and dedicate your first steps to me. Walk in the sunlight that I have created for you. Breathe the air I generously provide. Extend your hands toward the heavens, expressing gratitude for your body, even before it is restored. Thankfulness draws my healing closer to you. Fifth, prioritize sleep. I created night for rest, not labor without ceasing. During sleep, I mend what has been fractured. I renew what has been diminished. Yet you often sacrifice your rest, believing you can save time, when in reality you are depleting your future strength to address the urgency of today. Respect the cycle I designed. Allow evenings to be a sacred time of peace rather than frantic busyness. Turn your thoughts toward me as you prepare for slumber, and you will awaken, revitalized, enriched not just physically but spiritually. My child, I know you're receiving my message and reflecting on the ways you have fallen short. However, I do not come to condemn you. I come to invite you into the fullness of life. I do not deliver warnings without extending a pathway to safety. I do not reveal the danger without also providing the means to overcome it. The adversary desires you to feel a sense of hopeless despair, to persuade you that it's too late, that sickness lurks at your doorstep. But I assure you, you should hear my words. Now this profile will pass you by. I will fortify your immune system like a protective wall. I will purify your blood and clarify your mind. I will rejuvenate your energy until you exhibit the vigor of youth once more. You'll reflect and acknowledge that the Lord has indeed spared you, yet it requires your cooperation with me. I present before you the choice between life and death, blessings and curses. Embrace life so you may flourish. My child, there is additional wisdom to impart. Do not overlook the significance of prayer in this matter. Converse with me about your physical self as you would about your spirit. Invite my spirit into every aspect of your being. Seek my insight on the areas needing transformation, even the hidden ones. As you pray, I will direct your steps down to the minutest details: what to eat, when to rest, who to avoid, what to embrace. I am your shepherd. I lead you beside still waters for both your spirit and your physical well-being. Do not be misled by the world's approach to illness. They administer remedies without asking what the cause of the illness is. They treat only symptoms without addressing the root causes. But I, your Creator, am aware of your roots. I can identify where the trouble originated, be it within your body, mind, or spirit. I can provide healing at the source. You must be willing to accept the truth, even when it is uncomfortable, even if it means letting go of long-held habits. And listen closely, my child. Some of the afflictions you encounter stem not from nature, but from spiritual adversities. The enemy targets the body to dishearten the spirit. Yet I grant you authority in my name to command against such attacks. Stand firm in the truth of my word. Proclaim that no weapon raised against you shall prevail. Resist the adversary, and he will flee from you. This is not mere poetic language. It is a principle of the Spirit. When you hold steadfastly to your faith, Heaven acts in your favor. You must also guard your eyesight and what you listen to. Your choices regarding what you see and hear have a profound impact on your heart, which in turn influences your health. Do not flood yourself with fear, inducing news of calamity and evil. Instead, fill your mind with my truths, with testimonies of my might, with uplifting songs. The environment you create can either grant life or sap it from you. Embrace an atmosphere where my presence resides, and sickness will struggle to find a place within you. I envision a bright future for you, my child, one that is lengthy and productive. There is still work ahead for you, love to give, tasks to complete. The days to come hold great significance, and I will not allow them to be overshadowed by avoidable harm. That's why I am addressing you with so much urgency. Regard my messages with seriousness. Jot them down. Make a start today, not tomorrow. The longer you delay, the more ground the adversary can claim. But if you begin immediately, you may be astonished by how swiftly your vitality returns. And healing is promised to you, for it shall come if you follow my guidance. Remember me. Do not revert to the patterns that weakened you. Instead, impart the wisdom I have shared with you to others. Become an emblem of the transformation experienced when a child hears their father's voice. Let your journey serve as a beacon of hope for those who are afflicted, encouraging them to turn to me and find healing. My child, you have called upon me for protection countless times, and I have responded in ways beyond your awareness. This is one of those responses. Presently, I am shielding you from impending harm. I am revealing to you the path away from danger. Will you embark on it? Will you trust that my insight surpasses your existing habits, cravings, and routines? Will you relinquish temporary comforts to embrace what is everlasting? The threat to your well-being does not solely stem from external factors. Part of it has been shaped by the manner in which you have cared for the life I've bestowed upon you. Words spoken in anger or fear have sown seeds in your being. Neglecting the care of my temple has weighed down your body. Choosing distraction over rest has depleted your strength. Holding on to grievances has tainted your peace. These factors create conditions in which illness can thrive. You inhabit a world marred since the dawn of humanity. Indeed, some hardships arise from this brokenness. However many trials you face originate from your own choices. The shadow pressing upon you has often been nurtured by the very things you cling to. Due to my love for you, I speak candidly. You cannot walk in the light while grasping onto shadows. It's crucial to understand that each decision either pulls you into my light or leads you into darkness. Every choice influences your heart, and your heart shapes your existence. If you unleash words of irritation, you nourish the roots of darkness growing within. If you embrace thoughts of fear, you empower the falsehoods that bind you. If you nourish your body with harmful substances, the vessel I created for you becomes weaker. These consequences are not my punishment. They arise naturally from the seeds you sow. I shared with you long ago that a person will reap what they sow. This is the essence of truth, not cruelty. If you sow thorns, you won't reap grapes. If you nurture neglect, health will not flourish. Yet, my dear child, don't confuse my words with judgment. I am not abandoning you. Instead, I urge you to turn back. The darkness stemming from your actions can be uprooted by your choices when led by my spirit. The freedom you once used to make poor decisions can now empower you to choose wisely. By embracing goodness, you will witness the shadows receding. Begin with an honest assessment of your actions. Do not justify what has been harmful to you. Avoid thinking, "This is just my nature," or "It's too late for me to change." My spirit is given to you to reveal truths, even the difficult ones. When I highlight a habit, thought, or pattern leading you towards harm, don't argue with me. Let go of what feels familiar. The light may initially seem unfamiliar to those accustomed to darkness. Yet as you walk within it, your vision will improve. One reason your choices have led you into darkness is that you often make them without involving me. You act impulsively, rush to decisions, or follow the crowd without inquiring if the route is correct. You have made choices for your body, mind, and relationships based on transient feelings rather than eternal truths. Feelings can shift like the wind, potentially sweeping you away from safety if you follow them aimlessly. I am your guiding compass. Without my guidance, even your good intentions can lead you astray. There have been moments when you knew the right path, but postponed taking action. You said, "Tomorrow I will forgive. Tomorrow I will take a break. Tomorrow I will put an end to this habit." Yet tomorrow never came, and during that wait, the seed of harm expanded. Ailing bodies often stem from ailing souls, and soul sickness begins with overlooked disobedience, the kind small enough to ignore, but powerful enough to fester if not addressed. Yes, my child, there have been instances when you sought comfort in unsuitable places. Instead of bringing your pain to me, you sought distraction through fleeting pleasures, substances, or social approval. These may have temporarily soothed the pain, but they also dimmed your spirit and clouded your judgment. You made your body and soul more vulnerable than before. It is crucial to understand that the enemy is on the lookout for such openings. He cannot create the entry point, but he will seize the opportunity if you construct it. When you choose bitterness, he exploits it. When you disregard your health, he takes advantage. When fear governs you, he magnifies it. Soon, the darkness that began as a mere shadow in a corner will expand to engulf the entire space. However, my child, you are not helpless. You were never designed to be a prisoner of your choices. I have given you my word so that you may know the righteous path. I bestowed upon you my spirit to provide the strength to journey on it. I also gave you my Son, ensuring that even in failure, you can rise again free of shame. This is how to evade darkness. Walk with me daily, not just in moments of crisis. Let each choice pass through my light before you embrace it. If it cannot exist in my presence, do not select it. Honor your body as you would a sacred site, since it indeed is. Consult me before you eat, drink, or undertake burdens that deplete you. Rest when I instruct you to rest, even if the world labels it as laziness. Mom. Move when I say to move, even if it seems foolish to others. Shield your mind from the torrents of fear and corruption flooding in from worldly influences. Instead, fill your thoughts with my truth, for your mindset shapes your choices, and your choices shape your identity. Learn to forgive swiftly. Unforgiveness is one of the enemy's favored tactics to invite sickness into your body. It festers within the soul and emits poison into the heart, potentially undermining your immune system over time. Science may discover this, but I have stated long before that a heart burdened by anger weighs down the flesh. Forgive others not because they deserve it, but out of gratitude for how I have forgiven you. In releasing others, you free yourself from the chains dragging you into darkness. Opt to speak life. Your words carry immense power far beyond your understanding. Words can create a vibrant atmosphere in your home, body, and spirit. When you voice fear, you invite it in. When you declare death, you welcome it. Conversely, when you speak life, my promises, my truths, and my goodness, you illuminate the space around you with light. Your body even responds positively to affirmations of hope. Affirm yourself as I affirm you. You shall live and not perish. You are cherished. You are healed. You are complete. And remember, my child, isolation breeds darkness. When you tread the path alone, disappointment becomes easier. I have surrounded you with people who can lift you, guide you, and remind you of my ways. Yet you often hide your struggles bound by shame or fear of judgment. This secrecy grants the enemy power in hidden corners. Bring your challenges into the light, share them with me and with those who walk in my spirit. Confess your errors not for condemnation but for liberation. To evade darkness listening is crucial. I speak to you more often than you may realize. Sometimes it's a soft whisper in your heart. At other times it comes through another individual or in the discomfort you feel when contemplating a poor choice. Too frequently, you drown out my voice with the noise of distractions, unending entertainment, and the incessant demands of busyness. Make space to hear me. Without my guidance, you will fail. With it, you will traverse in light. By doing so, you will not only discover healing, but also experience a deeper connection with me. As you cherish the temple I have provided, you will sense my delight. My presence will become clearer to you. Your prayers will flow with ease, unencumbered by persistent fatigue or pain. You will serve me joyfully as your body releases resistance to the tasks I have assigned to you. My child, I want you to know that you are approaching illness. Indeed, I am conveying something vital. If you wholeheartedly follow this guidance, you can avert such a tragedy. My child, I perceive what you cannot. I understand the trajectory of your days and the burdens born of your decisions. I recognize the unseen cords linking your past choices with your current state. I am aware of the moments when you acted without consulting me, convinced your choices were benign, oblivious to the fact that each decision is a seed that will inevitably grow. You may wonder why darkness can infiltrate your life, why fatigue can overwhelm your body, and why confusion can cloud your mind. You may ponder why your spirit feels heavy. I divulge the truth. Sometimes this is not by my design, but a consequence of your actions. I granted you freedom, as love lacks substance without it. However, freedom entails responsibility, and responsibility demands wisdom. Ignoring wisdom invites consequences. And remember, avoiding darkness doesn't mean living in fear of wrongdoing. It revolves around living so closely with me that wrongdoing loses its allure. Once you savor the sweetness of my presence, the bitterness of sin will no longer tempt you. By daily walking in my light, you will develop the clarity to sidestep the traps before stepping into them. That is why I advise you to seek me first above all. Now, my child, I have taught my words. The decision rests with you. Will you continue to engage in actions that nourish the darkness, or will you turn and embrace my light? If you choose me, I will guide you step by step, teaching you how to nurture the body I gifted you. I will help you feed your soul with truth and keep your spirit untouched by the enemy's snares. Therefore, come and release what has been holding you back. Let go of the choices that led you to this point. Take my hand, and I will guide you forward. For I am the Lord your God, and I take joy in leading my children into a life of abundance. Amen. Listen well, dear one. I have an essential message to share, one that you need to receive at this very moment. Following this instant, your life is set to undergo a significant transformation. A substantial amount of what you require is soon to be within your reach. Nevertheless, there are forces at play attempting to hinder its arrival to you. This is no mere coincidence. If these words are resonating with you, it's because I have guided you here to this precise moment. In the realm of the spiritual, there are no fortuitous events. If this message has come to you, it is a testament to my direction. By continuing to engage with these words, you will find insights that can unlock the blessings you have long sought. However, I must inform you that a conflict is currently underway concerning your assets, your serenity, and the direction of your journey. The adversary has attempted to mislead you. He wishes for you to think that your finest moments lie behind you, that your needs will never be freely provided, and that those dear to you will never experience prosperity. Yet I have intervened, and I am about to transform your circumstances. In these forthcoming moments, you will discover a truth about the unseen world that few truly comprehend. I don't remain silent when a pivotal change is about to occur in your life, when a new chapter is ready to unfold. I often provide a precursor preparing your spirit for what's next. Currently, this is that message meant for you. View this as a sign from my realm. In the unseen world, something has already begun to unfold. What was promised to you long ago is now on its way. However, your opponent has noticed it and is attempting to obstruct its arrival before it reaches you. Resources that were previously hidden are beginning to be revealed to you. Have you felt this lately? An unexpected feeling inside, an unease, a question arising within you. Could change be on the horizon? Indeed, something is about to take place. But understand this frequently. Right before I deliver a grand blessing, intense resistance manifests. At this time, your adversary believes you will waver just before the tide turns in your favor. But I urge you to remain steadfast. I am preparing to grant you more than you have ever possessed. Take this as a caution from me. The adversary aims to block your goodness. Stay vigilant. There is a battle occurring over what rightfully belongs to you, and most are unaware. It is subtle, concealed, and harmful. But I perceive all of it, and today, I am revealing it to you. The one opposing you seeks more than just your resources. His goal is to disturb your inner tranquility, dim your hopes for the future, and diminish your capacity to assist others. He understands that thwarting my plans for you will stifle the positive influence you are meant to carry. This conflict explains why it has felt like obstacles have arisen, why unforeseen expenses have occurred, why what was owed has taken time to arrive, and why opportunities have seemed scarce. Allow me to clarify what is truly happening. Your opponent views you as a threat. Yes, you. He recognizes your heart's devotion to me. He realizes that if abundance comes your way, you will use it to uplift others, create positive outcomes, and halt harmful cycles. Thus, he aims to divert your focus. He instills in you thoughts such as you are too old for this. Your best days are behind you. Nothing special will come your way. I favor others, not you. But these are merely deceptions from darkness. I am far from done with you. In fact, the most remarkable blessings I have for you have yet to come. Your capacity to receive an abundance is still within you. Time did not cause it to fade. Past missteps did not make it vanish. It lies dormant within, waiting for the words I speak to awaken it. And this very message contains those words. Right now, the unseen realm is observing your response. This is your opportunity to demonstrate your faith. Declare these affirmations: I trust. I embrace. I am ready. As soon as you voice your trust, your surroundings start to shift. When you respond, your adversary shakes, knowing you have heard my truth. I assure you, you will no longer dwell in lack. You will no longer dread the conclusion of each cycle. I who provide for you am about to create a pathway for resources that cannot be barred. But you must receive it. You need to trust me. What I am sending is already in motion. What is intended for you is already en route. But the question remains, will you accept it? Embrace this reality I am unveiling. A pathway to abundance is being opened. I have something important to disclose. A truth understood only by those who look beyond the visible. I am creating a passage for resources over your life. A route beyond the ordinary is being established, and through it will flow what you require: unexpected generosity and opportunities from me that will completely transform your circumstances. This is not mere coincidence. It is not a random event. It is my designated moment. There are specific instances when my reality intersects with yours. This is one of those instances. You have endured hardships. You have practiced patience. You have quietly queried whether I had overlooked you. You have cried in solitude, fixating on your lack, pondering if improvement would ever come. I have witnessed every aspect of your journey. Every breath of concern, every tear of sadness, every single experience. You have remained resilient when surrender would have been simpler. And now I announce, since you have stayed true, I will reward you for all to witness. The time for your public acknowledgement is near. However, not everyone will receive this, for many will dismiss these words, perceiving them as fanciful illusions, ridiculousness, or pure coincidence. Yet those who trust in me, those who act, will encounter realities that others can merely dream of. Such extraordinary provisions are currently being released. But heed my words closely. There exists a method to access this influx of resources. And that method is through trusting me and following my guidance. If you hear this, you have already been designated to receive this. But you must take the subsequent step. Do not delay. Now is the time to align with my work. What you utter carries weight. The opposing force hopes you will remain silent. But I am attentive to your response. I proclaim, if you show me honor in this moment, I will unleash such tremendous favor upon you that it will be impossible for you to contain it all. The path is open, but will you step onto it? How you act in this moment will determine your future days. Signs are becoming apparent that indicate abundance is near you. Nothing in my reality occurs by chance. Understanding is granted to the observant not only through what their eyes perceive, but through the insight of their spirit. And presently, something is emerging around you. Have you sensed it? An unusual discomfort, challenges with your needs. Had dreams of sufficiency, of opportunities arising, or even feeling pursued. These are messages from the unseen realm, and they are far from random happenings. Something significant is stirring in the invisible world. Sometimes right before positive developments genuinely start materializing for you, additional obstacles may arise. It might feel as if forces are pushing against you, making the journey seem more arduous than usual. Perhaps minor items break, or unexpected disagreements flare up, or financial concerns erupt suddenly. Old relationships may resurface, bringing confusion or doubt. Do not view these instances as mere misfortunes. They are indications that a turning point is imminent. They are attempts to divert your focus from what is forthcoming. But I will never leave you without direction. I always provide avenues for you to discern what's happening. At times, the signs are evident. Other times, they are subtle, but they always hold significance. Recognizing these simple signs reflects your receptiveness, and being open prepares you to receive what I have in store for you. At times, I communicate with you while you sleep through your dreams. Have your dreams lately depicted images of receiving unanticipated gifts, discovering treasures, observing pathways, or encountering bright, reassuring light. Often your deepest self grasps my messages even before your conscious mind catches on. Now that you are awake, I am reaffirming what was revealed to you during sleep. I am telling you now, you are entering a period where abundance will flow to you. There is no need to struggle or worry about seeking it. I have already orchestrated for it to come your way. This transcends mere survival or having enough for your needs. It's about possessing an overflow. And I support you not merely for your own ease, but also so that you can extend goodness to others. The blessings you receive can transform into the assistance that someone else is longing for in their prayers. For this exchange to occur, it is essential for you to first notice the signs. And even more importantly, you must respond to them. Take a moment to reflect. What indications have I already placed in your path? What affirmations have emerged that you may have overlooked or dismissed as coincidence? It is time to refine your inner wisdom. Even the very act of hearing these words is a sign in itself. The fact that you are absorbing this message means that the goodness on its way into your life is so significant and timely that the unseen forces want to ensure you recognize this pivotal moment. When you acknowledge what I am unveiling, you prepare yourself to take action. And when you take action, you align with the journey I have prepared for you. This is your moment to embrace alignment. Have faith in it. Do not take it lightly. Respond to it. Now let's reflect. What might be blocking this flow of abundance? Allow me to pose a query that may be challenging but is essential. If I have committed to fulfilling all your needs, if my plan includes abundance for you, if provisions are already allocated for you, then what could be holding things back? Understanding the truth may not be easy, but it is necessary. There could be unseen barriers. Not all pauses in your journey are simply part of the natural progression. Some delays are intended to obstruct the influx of goodness I wish to bring into your life. Unless these issues are recognized, released, and resolved, they can prevent you from embracing what is rightfully yours. So what could these barriers be? Allow me to share what my spirit discloses. First, retaining old wounds or grudges holding on to past trauma, even in subtle ways, can create a hindrance. Forgiveness liberates you. You cannot receive with clenched fists. Release the past not for the sake of others, but for your own capacity to accept. You are worthy of this freedom. Secondly, restrictive beliefs or negative affirmations regarding resources. Sometimes my children unwittingly voice statements that hinder their progress. Thoughts like having an abundance is wrong, or there is never enough for me, or money simply brings problems. These thoughts are more than mere ideas. They are like internal barriers. Your words can either attract provisions or repel them. Now is the time to dismantle these outdated declarations. Declare this truth. I relinquish all spoken limitations. I am open to divine abundance. Thirdly, certain influences or relationships that weigh heavily on you. Some individuals, even those close to you, might be unintentionally impacting your ability to receive blessings. Not every relationship is meant to persist in the same manner throughout each phase of your life. Some connections carry a burdensome energy, and remaining close to them without precautions can result in their struggles affecting you. Ask me. Who should not accompany me into this new phase of receiving? You do not need to judge them. Just follow my guidance. Fourth, a quiet fear of receiving abundantly. Indeed, some of my children harbor anxiety about possessing significant resources. They fear that having much will lead to pride distance from me, or diminished worth in my eyes. This belief is misleading. I provide blessings to fulfill my purposes. If they fall into the hands of those who serve darkness, they are misused. But if they come to you who serves me, you will utilize them to uplift others and glorify me. Thus affirm this resolutely: I do not fear abundance. I am a worthy steward of what I receive. Fifth, reluctance and failure to heed my prompts. Sometimes the barrier isn't what you might consider spiritual. It's simply about taking action when I illuminate the path. I may have given you a revelation, a soft urge to initiate something, to share, to move, to express, or to take a step only for it to be delayed by fear or doubt. Hesitance is a form of stagnation. You must act when I present the opportunity, even when the entire path isn't transparent, even when it feels uncertain. Your readiness to advance allows me to respond. I am awaiting your movement more than you are waiting for mine. Assert this. I commit to following God's guidance without hesitation. I recognize the patterns that have hindered you, dear one, those habits that kept you bound to lack. But enlightenment has dawned within you now. This awareness grants you the power to break free from those ancient restrictions. You are not intended to remain under that low ceiling any longer. I am removing it. However, your trust must rise to meet this new reality. This season calls for a releasing, a setting in order deep within yourself. Your spirit required preparation before abundance could manifest. And yes, you are now ready. Keep this truth close. I am the one who sustains you in this very moment. My presence is stirring within you as you absorb these words. I have always catered to your needs, even in times when you felt invisible or abandoned. Through periods of scarcity when resources were meager and the weight of responsibilities felt burdensome, my hand supported you. Remember, my beloved, even when it wasn't apparent, I was always present. I am the source of everything you require. I have not left your side. I brought calm to your restless thoughts. I infused energy when your body felt drained. I sheltered you when challenges seemed insurmountable. Now I am preparing to bestow something even greater upon you, a state of abundance. I am not just the one who helps you endure. I am not merely the one who provides the essentials for perseverance. I am not only the one who supports you daily in your struggles. I am the one who guides you into the full reality of what I have promised. Many think I only dispense limited blessings, but that was merely an initial stage. Experiencing just enough was essential to your journey. Now is the time for an overflowing abundance. Can you grasp the depth of this? The provisions I supply for you do not stem from your earthly resources. They do not originate from your labor aid programs or accumulated wealth. They emanate from my boundless riches in the unseen dimensions. In that realm, everything is always whole. My attention to your needs is intimately personal. I know exactly what you require, the amount you need, and the precise timing. I understand the burdens you carry. You haven't had to express these things to anyone else, but I am aware of them. I do not provide assistance in an ambiguous manner. My support is specific, intentional, and arrives exactly when needed. Perhaps you wonder why this hasn't happened sooner. It's because I was establishing something essential within you first. A deep trust in me, a serene waiting, an expansion of your spirit, a conviction that doesn't depend on what is seen. That phase of proving is now over. Now circumstances are aligning. Now the flow is beginning. I am the one who sustains you. You will have all that you need. Let your environment hear you speak this truth aloud. Let the unseen realm acknowledge your stance of confidence. Let doubt and fear fade away as you proclaim your trust in me. My word cannot fail. I am not like humans. I do not deceive. I do not mislead. I do not forget. What I have promised concerning your life, I will fulfill. I made a solemn commitment to Abraham, a soul much like yourself. I vowed to greatly bless him and make him a source of goodness for others. That same kind of favor is available to you now. You are not created for continuous struggle. You are not meant to dwell in fear of what comes next. You are meant to thrive within my generous provision, where positive outcomes come effortlessly, where opportunities arise without demanding exertion, where sustenance arrives not merely through toil, but through walking closely with me. However, one crucial action is required of you: trust. Trust even when it feels unattainable. Trust when doubts attempt to cloud your thoughts. Trust when your current reality contradicts my spoken truth. Trust that I will provide all you need and more, for your faith is what allows my power to manifest. Your reliance unlocks the reserves of the unseen realm. Now take a deep breath. Feel the calm settling within you. That is my presence affirming my message to you. That is my confidence reaching deep into your core, whispering, "Yes, my child, you will not be without. I am the one who fulfills your needs. But I will attend to you." This is not merely a possible future. This is a guaranteed reality backed by my unfailing power. Pay attention to the signs. You may not perceive it fully, but at this very moment, you are not standing alone. There is a real presence beside you, not a figment of your imagination, not just an emotion, but a genuine presence sent by me. A presence carrying the promise of abundance. A presence illuminating pathways for provision. A presence accompanying you, offering guidance, discernment, and connections that will lead you from struggle into fulfillment. This presence is near because I have heard your requests. This has always been my way. Throughout the ages, I have utilized my nearness to bring resources, blessings, and unforeseen goodness to those who belong to me. And right now, that very dynamic force is drawing near to you. How can you tell that this presence is approaching? I have certain signs to indicate when I'm close. The first sign is unexpected disruptions. Often just before a major breakthrough or an influx of abundance, you might notice a feeling of unease. Unforeseen challenges arise. Expenses come out of nowhere. It can feel as if everything is falling apart at once. This happens because resistance detects my movements and tries to steer you away. Yet amidst the chaos, pay close attention. This presence is not far away. Secondly, you might encounter vivid dreams or insights during contemplation or sleep concerning resources, paths to take opportunities, or enlightenment. Many individuals experience dreams where they find treasure, enter vast spaces, hold keys, or stand in radiant light. These occurrences are not coincidences. They are messages I send to prepare your spirit for what is on the horizon. Ask yourself whether you have had a recently powerful dream. If so, appreciate its significance. Next, you'll feel a sudden inner desire to share, to be generous, or to release something. A strong indication of my presence is the feeling of an unexpected urge to give, not out of duty, but as a response from your spirit. Why? Because letting go creates space for new abundance to flow in. Notice these signs. Do not brush them off as mere luck or idle thoughts. Many people overlook their chances because they ignore these signals. They often say it's just coincidence, or I'm only imagining it, or I'll handle it later. Consequently, that presence shifts towards someone who acknowledges its existence. This presence will not linger indefinitely. It is here for a specific intention and for a limited time. If you sense my spirit moving within you, that serves as confirmation. This presence is indeed close. But will you embrace it? In what manner can you open yourself to the work I am doing? Write down your heartfelt intentions. This step is essential. Don't allow this moment to go by without making a firm declaration. Demonstrate that you are in alignment with me today. Show that you are prepared. Show that you have faith and that you are acting on that faith. Today, I am igniting something new for you. What you need is on its way to you now. This is because I value bravery. I always respond when you take action. If you reach out today, moving beyond merely listening to my words and truly responding to them, you will see your circumstances becoming simpler. You will observe obstacles diminishing. You will witness pathways opening, people reaching out, help appearing unexpectedly, and peace returning. This is not just a concept. It reflects how things operate in the unseen realm. When you take a step, I will accompany you. This is what I am urging you to do. Your call to action. Act now. Today, not at a later point. And when you begin to notice changes occurring, it will happen. Share what you experience. The flow initiated the moment you believed and acted. That is how it always unfolds. There are various ways I reveal what is upcoming. At times I speak softly, not through loud noises or earth-shattering events, but through subtle yet significant forms that are clear only to those who tune into their inner selves. I show you things in your dreams. I unveil truths through patterns you encounter. If you are observant, you know I have been communicating with you, but perhaps you didn't grasp their meanings. Maybe you set them aside. Maybe you thought that's just coincidence. However, nothing transpires in the unseen realm without purpose. Every single thing carries significance. If you have noticed these signs recently, you are on the verge of receiving confirmation that what I have in store for you is closer than you realize. One method is through dreams that signify a breakthrough is imminent. My spirit frequently employs dreams to penetrate the busyness of your daily routine. When your mind is calm, your spirit becomes more receptive. Have you recently dreamed of discovering good things, observing pathways opening or ascending? Have you envisioned receiving something vital or encountering bright light or vivid colors? These are not ordinary dreams. They serve as messages about what lies ahead. They are insights into what I am preparing for you. For example, dreaming of good things suggests that unexpected assistance is on its way. Receiving something indicates new opportunities and access. Visualizing upward movement signifies progress in your spirit and life. Bright light symbolizes my favor and guidance being with you. Do not disregard these messages. The more you respond, the more I will reveal to you. My child, understand this. I am closer than you think. Changes are occurring. Stay alert. This is not just a matter of signs or patterns you witness. It is how my presence communicates consistently, revealing what I am actively engaged in at this moment. Sometimes I utilize what you see and experience in the world around you to convey messages. These are tangible hints, real-world nudges. Have you encountered any of these lately? Perhaps you noticed something valuable vanish just before I hinted at providing for you. Or you felt a shift, sensing that things were different. Did you hear your name called within you even when no one was nearby? Someone you hadn't communicated with in a long time unexpectedly reached out. These are merely ways I affirm things. I am allowing you to see that I am orchestrating everything. Do not fear what appears unusual. It fits into the grand design of things coming together. I possess many methods to capture your attention. Sometimes in dramatic ways, sometimes quietly, and sometimes through unexpected means. There are no restrictions on how I can reach you, but I do seek your acknowledgement. So how should you respond when you notice one of these hints? When you sense that a message from a dream, a repeated dream, or a real-world event is from me, here's what to do. Pause for a moment and simply acknowledge it. Recognize it aloud. Say, I accept this message, or simply, I am attentive. I need you to be aware before I can guide you further. Document it. Keep a record. Write down the dreams, the specific signs. Over time, you will see how they connect. Sometimes the next step forward can be found in something I previously revealed to you. Declare your willingness. Say it out loud. Affirm it. Realizing my actions gives them power in your life. What you empower, you will experience. Now reflect on this for yourself. The stories you have heard are not merely for entertainment. Their aim is to ignite your faith. For the same power that acted in those instances is observing how you react in this moment. Trust that your own journey is unfolding. I will showcase my kindness through the actions I am currently taking. Declare this truth. Let the spiritual realm acknowledge that you are not just a spectator. You are actively participating. Because the only thing standing between you and your evolving experience is your willingness to agree. Let me be clear about what you need to release so I can deliver what rightfully belongs to you. My dear child, wonderful things lie ahead for you. A unique resource has been designed just for your journey. However, there are times when your hands are already filled holding on to items that prevent you from embracing what is being offered. Imagine trying to receive a treasured gift while gripping old, broken pieces from your past. I urge you now to let go of those remnants so I can place something far more significant into your hands. This is not a punishment. It's about restoring balance. Let's reflect on what you need to release today to allow what is meant for you to finally arrive. First, loosen your grasp on the notion that you are limited. There exists a belief that suggests this is merely your reality, or that positive experiences are not meant for someone like you, or that you are unworthy of greater things. That belief does not originate from me. It is a mindset that confines you. It is a tactic that aims to diminish your hopes so you refrain from trying, from trusting, from moving forward. This mindset must be silenced immediately. Proclaim it with conviction. I remove all limits from my experience. I am ready to receive abundance. Next, let go of emotional suffering and resentment. This often serves as an unseen barrier to embracing my blessings. You have been wronged. You have faced disappointment. Others have treated you unjustly and failed to acknowledge it. Yet if you continue to carry this suffering, it will construct a wall within you. Receiving gifts from me becomes nearly impossible when you remain imprisoned by the actions of others. Letting go of pain does not imply that their behavior was acceptable. Rather, it indicates that your inner peace supersedes their wrongs. Silently affirm this within yourself. I release all pain. Nothing will hinder my blessings. Additionally, put aside the fear of failing again. You've made an effort before. You dedicated energy. You believed. You took steps, yet they did not yield the desired results. Consequently, you hesitate now. You delay. You hold back. But I am not finished with you. Just because your past attempts didn't succeed doesn't mean you shouldn't try again. It shows that you initially had the bravery to act. Your next move will differ from the previous one. The forthcoming positive outcome will not bear the burdens of yesterday. I cast aside my fears. I step into new beginnings with assurance. Furthermore, shed the former identity you held. There's a part of you that feels accustomed to inadequacy, that connects with struggle, that believes it is somehow wrong to hope for more. However, that past identity is not what I envisioned for you. You are not powerless. You are not too old. You are not unworthy. You are chosen. Yet you cannot evolve into the person you are destined to be if you cling tightly to who you once were. Old thought patterns, previous behaviors, outdated expressions must dissipate, so that the flourishing, believing, generous, joyful individual I see in you can emerge. Declare this now. My past self is gone. I embrace my true self today. Next, relinquish the urge to control every aspect. This may prove to be the most challenging part. You have devised plans. You have examined circumstances. You have tried to steer things according to your will. However, genuine progress occurs when you finally declare my power. I surrender this. Let your will be done. Provision does not stem from anxiety. It arises from faith. This is your moment to loosen your grip. State it clearly. My power, I give up control. I fully trust you for what I need. These are not mere feelings. They are divine actions that bring freedom. They clear your path. They open doors. They prepare your spirit to receive what is coming. Letting go is not about losing something. It is about creating space for something better. And now you can feel the heaviness lifting. Can you sense it? You have transcended the barrier. You are in alignment. You are ready. Now let's explore how to witness the forthcoming growth through gratitude and trust. You have been in conversation with me. You have depended on me. You have released burdens. And now shifts are beginning to happen for your benefit. However, my presence within you indicates that what I am introducing into your life can expand and flourish if you respond properly. Indeed, my intention is not merely to favor you once. I long for you to live in an ongoing stream where kindness and provision continuously increase. The avenues for this growth are uncomplicated. They are everlasting, sacred, and unchangeable. They are gratitude and trust. Gratitude is the energy that draws in more. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a spiritual truth. It is a profound reality. I respond to a grateful heart by making what you have flourish. Have you expressed thanks for what is approaching? Have you vocalized, "My God, thank you for the blessing I have yet to see"? Have you praised me in advance, because if you desire an increase, you must begin to express gratitude before the good manifests? My God, I thank you for what you are currently bringing into my life. Even if it hasn't arrived yet, even if it remains unseen, this displays your faith. Faith is the energy that helps things materialize. Gratitude paves the way. However, trust provides the means for things to come into being. You may think, but I haven't seen the finances. You may not know how it will unfold. Trust doesn't rely on visible evidence. Trust moves forward even amid uncertainty. Trust declares it is already completed. What is needed has already been released. The understanding has been granted. The debt is already resolved. The opportunity is secured for me. And that deep-seated trust draws forth my strength. Now grasp this clearly. Your gratitude brings me great joy, but your trust enables me to act on your behalf. Maintain that flow alive. The cycle of gratitude and trust. Here's how to witness your opportunities expand. Each day, express gratitude for what is coming. Awaken and proclaim. Thank you for what is on its way. Speak these words before you witness the results. Voicing your trust is vital. Don't just think it. Articulate it. Proclaim it. What you vocalize holds the power to shape reality. Invest something in what you believe in, whether that's your time, your resources, or your help to others. Place something in that space. Believing without action is empty. Taking steps propels my promises into reality. When the good arrives, share with others. Speaking of the wonderful things I do invites even more blessings. Gratitude consistently opens doors. What happens if you neglect to give thanks? Many receive goodness and then remain silent. They overlook expressing gratitude. They forget the heartfelt request they once made. They behave as though it was mere chance. This is why some blessings don't revisit. The connection was severed. Consider those who received aid, yet few chose to express gratitude. The helper noticed the absence of acknowledgement. Thankfulness is profoundly important. It is a way your spirit honors me and prepares you for further blessings. Understand this. Resolve to be grateful. Put your trust into action. You are ready to see the goodness multiply. This is a pivotal period for everything to align for you. What is to come is not just a single event, but it evolves into how you live. You have reached this moment. You have listened to the insights I offered. You have communicated what dwells in your heart. You have affirmed your beliefs. You have released obstacles preventing forward movement. Your spirit is attuned to the signs and the assurances I have given. The unseen reality is paying close attention. Events are contingent on your actions right now. I assure you I am ready. Are you prepared? I have set aside the blessings I intend to bestow. Is your heart open to receive? The moment for their arrival has been arranged. Will you be ready to embrace it? This is a significant time, a special invitation. What I offer is accessible now, but this window of opportunity will not last indefinitely. Something wonderful is poised to enter your life. Will you be equipped to hold on to it? Envision this, a precious gift, being dispatched to your life, filled with insights and answers you have sought for ages. But when it arrives, you are absent. You are unprepared. Your attention lies elsewhere. You hesitate. You reflect on the past. Thus, what was intended for you must be sent back. Grasp this honestly. I do not retract my promises. However, you might miss the optimal moment if your spirit is not ready. This final call is not designed to agitate you, but rather to clarify your position. Readiness in your spirit signifies your heart is filled with hopeful anticipation. Each morning, awaken believing something marvelous could take place. The words you articulate reflect this conviction. You do not voice uncertainty, fear, or confusion. You articulate assured outcomes. Your life is in harmony. In your surroundings, feelings, and spirit, you are in a state of tranquility. You have acted on your faith even when it appeared irrational. Your spirit is free from clutter. You have cleared your home and spirit of what does not honor me. Your grasp is not tight. You are not clinging to past disappointments or overestimating your worth or attempting to control everything. You are ready. I do not seek perfection. I seek readiness. And now, if you have journeyed alongside me in this path, you are equipped. The days ahead are particularly meaningful. You may not fully comprehend this yet, but the next 3 days are crucial for you. Something is already in motion. A transformation, a pivotal shift, a new possibility. Your words, actions, and affirmations in the coming 3 days will either speed up or hinder the arrival of what's on its way to you. You have already demonstrated your faith. You have already spoken things into existence. Now there is one more action for you to take. Live as if it has already happened. Rise tomorrow filled with joy. Arrange your space as though welcoming fresh beginnings. Speak positively over what you have. Communicate with the areas where you anticipate news. Look at yourself and affirm, I am favored. I am chosen. I am ready for what I am granting to you. Your direction now. Confirm it with your faith. This is your moment to respond one last time, not merely as someone who listened, but as one I called upon, chosen, and set apart. Declare this decisively now. This is my moment. I am ready. I embrace everything that comes my way. Clearly articulate it as a final expression of your faith. Clearly articulate it as a proclamation against anything that attempted to hinder you. Clearly express it as a confirmation to me. You didn't merely hear this, you accepted it wholeheartedly. Your persistence in following this message to the conclusion signifies that a transformation is on the horizon. In the future, you will look back on this day and assert that was the turning point in your circumstances. Not solely because of the words, but due to your response rooted in belief. When belief propels action, I accompany it. If these words resonated with your soul, spread this optimism to another. There's someone out there seeking the very opportunity you are about to embrace. Stay engaged if you wish to continue receiving wisdom that aligns your life with my promises. Acknowledge the changes when they unfold. They will come to pass. If your spirit feels inspired, you can show your gratitude for this guidance by contributing something born from your belief, as many others have previously done. A gesture of appreciation that opens up even more possibilities. Countless individuals have gifted from their faith and experienced extraordinary occurrences shortly thereafter. Whether or not you decide to give a gift, ensure that your trust remains steadfast. For now, everything is set to shift. You are no longer the same person. You are ready now.